Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my wonderful, beautiful people. Woo, another video. I know I've been gone for a little bit of time, but I had some things to take care of in my personal life. But now I'm back and I'm ready to share a little bit more of my knowledge with you people. I know it's not much, but it's something, right? Well, my knowledge that I want to share with you today is actually about night photography. I am still learning about night photography, but I've learned some tricks and trades throughout the years of what to do and what not to do. I'm still learning them, I'm still perfecting them, and I know that there are people out there that are a lot better than me. So if you're one of those people and you have some new tricks that you can teach me, comment down below, because that would be amazing. Step 1 of night photography is to get a nice sturdy tripod. A nice sturdy tripod is going to help you reduce the amount of shake that is on all of your photos, either portraiture or landscape. Either way, you're gonna need one. It just is a lot better, and you're going to thank me for it in the long run. A good tripod head is also good. I have a fluid head right now on my tripod, which is the Manfrotto fluid head. I absolutely love this head, but you can actually get whatever suits you and whatever you like in the first place. Second, what you're gonna need is a good lens with the amount of space that you need, a 35-16, really whatever you are photographing. But you need one that has a good range on your f-stop. I would suggest anything from a 1.4 up. That way you have that room to kind of play with. I always play with the f-stop because you never know exactly what you want when you're shooting. On this one I have a 35mm, which is also a 1.4. I like to shoot with this one. I just recently found out it's become one of my ones that I really like. As you can see, I still have the universal lens cap. I'm still using these. I'm actually really liking them. I'm gonna do another video on a recap of these and how these are turning out to be. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, after this video actually, do not pause this video. Just right after this video, go ahead and watch my very first video on the universal lens cap review. And then you'll see what I'm talking about. So third step in night photography is to actually have one of these. This is a remote shutter that is in my shirt. This goes onto your hot shoe and plugs into your camera. Now this is not necessary, but if you're gonna do landscape or anything that's very long exposure, you know, sometimes you see those sparkler photos where people running around the couple or whatever. That's a long night exposure. You're gonna need the tripod plus one of these. These are very, very handy. You can get them for pretty cheap. Don't get them too cheap because then they don't go for a long distance, but they come with a little handy remote. So if I turn this sucker on, as you can see with the red dot in the back, this is just by pressing this button. Hopefully, if I turn the camera on. Just by pressing this button, I can shoot from my remote without having to touch my camera, which is pretty awesome when you're doing night photography because you don't want to touch your camera. It will shake the camera and actually cause some blur in your photo, which you're trying to reduce. So you can do that. Another hint is that you can add light. You can either add a flash or you can add something which I'm gonna call a stick light. You can call them ice lights, but this is not an official ice light, so it's a stick light. So it adds, you can hold it and you can add light into the photo. This is actually really, really great. I'm gonna be doing another video on this kind of light if you would like. But you can take this and you can kind of move it all around, and what's great is you can kind of figure out the best spot for this and hold it into the photo while you're taking a night shot. That way your subject is lit, but everything else is dark. So you can do that, or you can use a flash. This is a little bit easier, especially if you have a second shooter or an assistant or, you know, a helper with you. so they can run around and do it for you. You can just be like, go over here, go over there. Great. When you're by yourself, this is a little bit more difficult, but you can still do it by putting it on a tripod. Fantastic. Fourth step is actually a setting you can put onto your camera. I'm losing some light because I shoot some natural light. So one of the settings you can have on your camera is, this is a 5D Mark III. Sorry, I don't know about Nikon or Sony or anything like that where this is located, but you can easily find out in your manual. So if you go into your menu on your very first one, you see right here where it says mirror lock up. You want to turn that on, which it actually is right now. You want to turn that on, that way the mirror in your camera will get into a locked position. When you normally take a photo, it flaps up and down. So it moves, so the whole camera shakes. So if you lock it in position, it actually, on your very first time hitting the shutter, that's locking the mirror up in position. And then you can take the actual photo right there. But if it's a long exposure, that will be much longer noise. What will reduce shake in a night photo is tripod, remote shutter, and going into your settings and putting your mirror in the lock. By going into your settings and putting your mirror in the lock up position. Doing these steps will help you do night photography, and also having additional light if you're going to do portraitures in your night photography. This is also good to have, that way you can kind of direct your light and have everything else dark if you're doing that type of thing. As I said, I'm still learning. I will put some of the examples that I have shot in the past and that I'm trying to do now. But that's what the things I've learned so far. If these steps have helped you and you want to go experiment, go for it. Because also you can do whatever you want with whatever camera you want. A lot of people think that it's the camera and the gear that makes the photo. It can help in long runs of things, definitely. But really it's the skill of photography. If you got the skill and you got a little few pieces of equipment, not gonna lie, I believe this was like 30 or 40 bucks. Like, could do that with a cheaper camera and all these other things, and you can find the settings that work for you and that you can do, and you can use this stuff to make your night photography. Get the skills, learn them, practice them, have some fun with it, and yeah, don't forget, have fun. Because that's what all photography is to have some fun. I'm still learning, I'm still gonna experiment, I'm still gonna go out there and kind of learn. But if you have any questions, or if you have some tips, I'm not a total expert on this. I'm still learning, so if you have any tips, please comment down below. If you have any questions, please comment down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and hit that little bell icon right next to the subscribe button, which you want to do. You want to hit both of those buttons. That way you have notification of next time I post the video, which I'm back, so it will be more often than what it has been. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it helped you out with your night photography. I will see you in the next video. Alright, and keep on snapping.